What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Prince of Haiti, back again with another reaction. Sagap fait tout mon nula. Um, Today we going to react to another dumb criminal. Well, the idea was smart. The execution was really dumb. Alright. I came across this video that somebody sent me of this guy trying to rob dispensary money deliveries or something like that. Almost got away with it too, but I didn't finish watching the whole thing. I just did a peep. I just peeped it. But like I always say, if you fuck with your boy, like the video. If you fuck with me even more, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna leave the link to the video in the description. Y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. Alright, so let's get right into the video.
Right now at 10 o'clock, a man who was once an All-American with eyes on the NFL just got out of jail after a meticulously planned armed robbery. I was going to score him more than $1 million in cash.
Your investigator Brian Moss spent months looking into this heist and learned the only reason.
Everybody said almost $1 million in cash, man. Like I'm telling, I know he was souped. He thought he was gonna get away with this.
It fell apart is because $1 million weighs a lot more than you might think.
Yes, it does. It's a lot of money.
Arapahoe Sheriff's Office! Police! If you steal $1.2 million in cash and use a gun, come out with your hands up! This is the response you can expect. Sheriff's Office, you in there?
And they had planned this for 6 months. They even knew the exact day to hit when the most amount of money was going to be coming in.
I was just robbed.
They said bro was planning this for 6 months and even knew exactly when the most money was gonna hit. I don't know, bro. Listen, I don't know too much about stealing large amounts of money like that, but sound like an inside job, or maybe he might have been just, you know, doing some surveillance. Probably. Right, what they call it? Case in the place? Case in the joint? Something like that.
At gunpoint at my place of work.
It was December 1st, 2021, when this cash transport company in Arapahoe County was hit. They collect cash from marijuana businesses around the state, then bring it back to their headquarters.
It was a small handgun, maybe a 22, and he cocked it. And we have a ton of cameras in this garage.
Just walked in mad casually, like.
It will all be on camera.
And it was
those are some good ass cameras though.
All on tape. The heist recorded by half a dozen cameras. The transport van, stuffed with money, pulls in. A lone gunman dressed head to toe
There he is.
in black, wearing a mask and gloves, walks in after. He catches the delivery driver by surprise and holds her at gunpoint, forcing her to put over $1.2 million cash into 2 garbage bags.
Man, he thought he got away with a lick. $1.2 million cash. I feel you, man. Times is hard right now, man. I feel you.
He struggles with the bags, but then runs off into the night.
Man, I thought I was tired.
Right? Nothing like this to wake you up.
It was orchestrated perfectly. He knew exactly what he was doing. The way he entered into the garage, the way he went around the van, the way he contacted the victim, the way he ordered the victim.
Why is he blinking so much? Am I tripping? Like this guy, this bald headed dude right here, he looks like he's blinking like very ferociously.
Around, I mean, it went like clockwork because he knew exactly what to do.
Arapahoe County
Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping.
Sheriff Sergeant Brett Kahn oversaw the investigation.
Every square inch of his body was covered in black.
Who was that gunman who tried so hard to conceal his identity? Turns out the 35-year-old man behind the mask was Devin Aguilar, who
I thought that was what's his name? That looked like Josh Hart from the Knicks.
been a star football player at Colorado's Mullen High School, where he was a second-team All-American.
Quick throw, Aguilar, the catch.
He went on to star at the University of Washington, setting records for catches and receiving yards.
The extra contact afterward.
Aguilar got NFL tryouts, including with the Tennessee Titans, although he was never picked up.
Aguilar, what? Yo, is he related to homeboy that plays for the Falcons? There's a running back on the Falcons. Tony Aguilar? I don't know if that's his name. Trey Aguilar? Now, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure there's a running back that plays for the Falcons with that same last name. I wonder if he's related to him. I mean, I know it could be a coincidence, but it's another beige brother, man. So it looks like it might be his brother.
But how did Aguilar know so much about this business and the piles of cash that he'd find?
Nah, scratch that. I take that back. Because if that's his brother, I don't think he's going to let him. I don't think he's going to allow him to be that broke where he's going to steal this amount of money from somewhere. You know, ruin the family name like that, that's wild.
Anybody that might have been involved in the robbery, right?
No.
They didn't know.
Aguilar had an intimate relationship with Fawn Hoya, she said. She was the transport business's lead teller, who repeatedly lied to investigators.
There's intimate details about this robbery that he would...
She lied to investigators? Hold up.
Who had an in the piles of cash Titans, although he was never picked up. But how did Aguilar know so much about this business and the piles of cash that he'd find?
You don't know anybody that might have been involved in the robbery, right?
No.
They didn't know.
Aguilar had an intimate relationship with Fawn Hoya, she said. She was the transport business's lead teller, who repeatedly lied to investigators.
There's intimate details about this robbery that he would have only obtained from somebody that works here, and that is you.
But faced with evidence of her involvement, Hoya eventually flipped on Aguilar, allowing investigators to list.
Like, duh. Like, of course she was gonna flip on him, dude. And you a terrible liar, too. Like, you should have just told the truth from the jump. Like, they knew you was lying.
Listen in on a phone call.
They know that it's you.
Don't worry about it. Just let it play out.
It's 100% inside job.
That's him on the phone? Yo.
Investigators say Aguilar's planning, detailed in notes police later recovered from Hoya's phone, might have worked, except for one thing.
He couldn't carry the money. It was too heavy for him. They didn't calculate the weight.
You see, $1,224,785.35 in cash is a heavy lift.
But you can see money back there. Yeah, look at that.
Unable to carry the cash, the 6'1", 190-pound Aguilar dropped it 700 yards from the business.
Does it look like there's a bunch of it in there? Oh, yeah. They're full.
Yeah, I wonder if he just dropped it or if he dropped it planning on trying to come back and get it.
And the gloves he was wearing that night to protect his identity, he stashed them inside the trash bags.
You left your gloves down.
Oh my God, man, I told you it was gonna be a stupid criminal. This dude pretty much left all the evidence that proves that he did it.
Dumbass.
But how would they know that's me?
They were placed in the bag and they were sent off, and we got a DNA hit.
Anything else you want us to grab out of the car?
The DNA on the gloves matched with Aguilar, who was also wanted for a burglary in Adams County. He'd later plead guilty to theft and armed robbery for this heist. Prosecutors asked the judge to give Aguilar 15 to 20 years in prison, Instead, Judge Joseph Whitfield sentenced the former football star to 1 year in county jail and
Look at this. He probably went to school with him.
8 years probation. He served 7 months and was released September 2nd.
We're disappointed in this sentencing. It is not what we believe the suspect does.
Yo, I can't take this guy blinking so hard like that, man. Like, it's so distracting. Like, what the fuck?
Deserved, and we do not believe that the victims got the justice that they deserve.
Bro, he is blinking like crazy. It's like he's trying to tell me something. It's like Morse code.
Khan says the female victim has severe anxiety and will be traumatized for the rest of her life.
People are always going to break the law, and people are always going to do things dumb.
Afan Hoya pled guilty to armed robbery.
And I'm not trying to make fun of him for that too. Like, it's just, come on, man.
Robbery and was sentenced to 6 months in jail and 6 years probation.
Brian did speak with Devin Aguilar's lawyer, who indicated he was not interested in talking about this case or his.
Of course he's not. Like, duh. Like, I don't want to talk about how I almost got away with $1.2 million, but then I just left it with all the evidence and then got caught up. Like, I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, yo, I told you, another stupid criminal. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description. And if you fuck with me, leave me a like. And if you fuck with me even more, please subscribe to the channel, alright? Prince of Haiti, I'm out of here. Anale.